Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Friday. This is the third day of 2025, January. All right, let's get right into the charts. Again, subscribe to the newsletter and give me a thumbs up. I will be starting a class probably in the next couple of weeks, so keep in touch with that. Let's get right into the charts. Overall, we are basically just range trading. Start with the NASDAQ, which is something I've been, if you got my newsletter that last Sunday, I spoke about I call these the post-Fed lows, which is right here at 2100. We came down there yesterday, are rallying, but in essence, just basically straight, just range trading back and forth, back and forth. I think we have a shot maybe up here. And tomorrow, next week, all the volume comes back. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens with all the volume coming back, whether we come down and continue to fall against that backdrop there, or we, again, all in all, I still deem this range market. Even under the surface, we saw Apple get hammered. Tesla did recover from yesterday's sell-off, but Nvidia is starting to pick up the slack. So all the mega caps, all the kind of Mag 7s are kind of doing their own thing right now. And then energy stocks are picking up a little bit. We actually bought some energy calls on energy shares today. The S&P similarly, just range trading. We got 6K as a kind of resistance. Not a great looking level, so on and so forth. Russell looks like it's ready for a breakout. This consolidation will usually will result in some kind of a breakout. Bitcoin, I've talked to my members, basically 91 to 92K to 100K looks like Bitcoin. If it breaks above 100K, then I think we're going to probably go after the highs once again in Bitcoin. But overall, again, you can see the rangy kind of choppy market. Although, again, you can see some very clear demarcation at that 100K. We've been banging up against that here. We broke through it, came back. So all of the trading, there's a lot of confluence, if you will, around 100K. So that's probably going to be in play next week. Rates just dead in the water, kind of just consolidating here, but it looks like they may be edging higher. The dollar did pull back against the breakout point at 109.50 based on this breakdown here. So kind of mean reversion. We put out some trades also with our members in the British pound that are working right there. So that's kind of working out for some of my members that are taking that plotted here. And, a lot of these other currencies are coming into some really, the Aussie, some kind of multi-year levels here, just to kind of give you a glimpse here. There's the Aussie right at multi-year lows, the Mexican peso at some multi-year lows, and the New Zealand also. And I would keep these on the radar. And Canadian probably is very close to that 68, which again, if you go back to 1620, have been some major turning points. Whether that happens again, obviously this time around, time will tell. The metals, not much going on there, just real choppy kind of consolidation. Still look bullish to me longer term. You can see, but again, we go through these consolidation phases. Oil, I wrote about this over the weekend as well. Just kind of really under the radar. Nobody's talking about it, but it continues to kind of move higher. We'll see if it breaks 76. Nat gas, I mentioned that on Tuesday. We had that huge spike early this week and just failed right at a very clean level here in nat gas. Been some really good trading activity in nat gas. Again, buying low and selling high, range, massive range in nat gas. But again, the volatility in this thing is pretty good. So if you're looking to, trade some good markets, I think nat gas is one of the better markets to trade right now. And then, grains are starting to perk up a little bit. We'll see what happens with the some of the see if we have any follow through in soybeans. That's the one I'm looking at right now. So, and then under the surface, just, Apple got hit this week, kind of holding at demand here. Whether it breaks next week, it's kind of just been hovering around that 243, 240 level. I think it eventually goes down to 235 and then possibly all the way down to 220. That would be a great buying opportunity in some of these. And then we talked about Tesla bouncing hard today, and this is one of these perennial just buy the dip until people get crushed on this thing, which I eventually think Tesla's probably going to go back to that pre-election, that post-election pop, which is roughly around 250. I think that's going to end up somewhere there, but we'll see. All right. Okay. Have a great weekend. Again, sign up for the newsletter. Give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next Tuesday. Take care.